Selamat pagi. Baiklah, di sini saya perkenalkan, nama saya Sutriana Berneta, NIM 18104141652, kelas pagi A1, jurusan Manajemen, Fakultas Ekonomi, mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris, Ekonomi 2, dosen pengampu Bapak Adi Mursalin SEMM, hari atau tanggal Senin 19 Juli 2021. Baik, di sini saya akan menjawab soal UAS yang telah Bapak berikan kepada saya, kepada kami semua. Yang pertama itu question and answer part A. 1. Are you always present during the lecture of English for Business online? Why? Answer. I am always present during online economy English lectures. Why do I take economy English one lecture? Because by taking economy English lecture I can understand and learn what business is and what is a plan to a business or company, and a lot of conload I get by the learning economy English, and I also learn to speak English in the economy language. 2. How many times are present during the online lecture for English for Business? Answer. During this economy English course, I was present to at lecture, and the number of attendees during this economy English course was 112 time. Number 3. What do you study during your online study of English for Business, and your advantage have you got from study English for Business online? Answer. While studying economy English, I have learned a lot, namely about business, the attitude of a businessman, and what a person should do as a good businessman. And also I learned to speaking English in the course, the advantage I get in that I understand about business, and the attitude of a person in doing business, whether in a company or in entrepreneurship, and in learning to speak English. Number 4. What is the course assessment given by the lectures during your lectures of English for Business? Explain your course assessment. Answer. During the English course in economics, the lecturer have given two short assessment, namely the first. In economics English book, normally page there 7 and 4, 2 weeks discuss the success what marketing is, the function of marketing, and the tips of marketing. B. And the scores in the English economics book, which is page 2 and page 6, which discuss the success business having the same main goal, which is to make a profit from the goods or service it has successfully sold the commercial. Number 5. How does the learning of English for business impress you? What media platforms are used in study English for business? Answer. During the economics English course, I gained a lot of expression and knowledge in business and English taught by my supervisor show that the knowledge from this course will be used from me in the future of both in company and business. Okay. Question and answer part B. Number 1. What is production? Answer. Production is a activity carried out to and flow to an object or create no object that they are more useful in meeting needs. Number 2. What is the purpose of production? Answer. Production purpose. In general, the purpose of production activity is to production goods and service. Production activities enable products to profit good or service not be commercials. Number 3. Mention and explain two types of production. Answer. Production types as follows. 1. Industrial production. 2. Trade production. 3. Extractive production. 4. Production transport. 5. Service production. 8. 6. Agricultural production. Number 4. What is finance and what is finance management? Answer. Finance learns how to know how to identify individuals, improve organization, allocate as monetary resources over time, and also calculate risks in carrying out the project. Their term finance means the circuits of finance and other asset management of the asset. Financial management is an activity of planning, budgeting, examining, managing, controlling, searching and storing fund often be an organization or company. Number 5. Why do you study business at economy faculty of UPB? Why study business at the faculty of economy UPB? Because by studying at the faculty of economy, I can learn and know more what business is and how to become a good and successful businessman, as well as how to be a good manager in a company, and learn a lot about economy which I can study will study business in the architecture. Quotes and Answer Part C. This part deals with the reading parts or on the book of English for Business. Open your book English for your business on page 129 and 136. Read the article and translate it into bahasa Indonesia. Oke. Terjemahan dari baik, di sini saya akan lanjut terjemahan dari halaman 129 sebagai berikut. 1. Apa jenis usahanya? Jawabannya, bisnis memiliki berbagai jenis untuk dipilih ketika Anda ingin membentuk perusahaan, masing-masing dengan perbedaan hukumnya sendiri. Biasanya, 4 utama jenis bisnis termasuk kepemilikan tunggal, kementerian, perseroan terbatas, liability companies, dan korporasi. A. Kepemilikan tunggal. Kepemilikan tunggal didefinisikan sebagai perusahaan tidak berbeban hukum, dimiliki oleh satu individu saja, sedangkan jenis usahanya adalah usaha yang paling sederhana. Kepemilikan tunggal juga menawarkan jumlah paling sedikit perlindungan bagi pemiliknya. B. Kementerian. Kementerian adalah bentuk bisnis di mana 2 orang atau lebih kepemilikan saham serta tanggung jawab untuk mengelola perusahaan dan pendapatan atau kerugian yang dihasilkan bisnis. C. Perseroan terbatas atau LLC. Perseroan terbatas atau LLC adalah salah satu yang paling fleksibel jenis bisnis. LLC menggabungkan aspek kementerian dan perusahaan. Mereka mempertahankan manfaat, pajak dan kepemilikan tunggal dan tanggung jawab terbatas korporasi. D. Korporasi. Korporasi adalah badan hukum terpisah yang dibuat oleh pemegang saham, memasukkan bisnis, melindungi pemilik dari tanggung jawab pribadi untuk hutang perusahaan atau sengketa hukum. Sebuah perusahaan lebih rumit untuk dibuat dibandingkan dengan 3 jenis bisnis lainnya. Terjemahan dari halaman 136 sebagai berikut. Contoh jenis usaha. Banyak bisnis dimulai sebagai kepemilikan tunggal karena jenis ini bisnis sangat bagus untuk usaha kecil. Saat mereka tumbuh dan berkembang, mereka cenderung beralih ke perusahaan. AB adalah contoh yang sangat terkenal dari kepemilikan tunggal yang diubah menjadi korporasi. Hewlett Packard atau HP adalah contoh yang sangat sukses, dan kementerian terkenal seperti eBay. Saat mereka tumbuh, mereka akhirnya didirikan pada tahun 1947, namun perusahaan dimulai sebagai kementerian antara 2 sahabat. Chrysler adalah salah satu produsen mobil terbesar di Amerika Serikat sejak awal. Chrysler telah mempertahankan statusnya sebagai perseroan terbatas atau LLC. Akhirnya, mungkin yang paling terkenal dari perusahaan-perusahaan ini adalah Apple. Seperti kebanyakan perusahaan besar yang terdaftar di bursa saham, Apple atau dikenal sebagai Apple Inc. didirikan segera setelah perusahaan mulai beroperasi. Sampai hari ini, Apple tetap menjadi salah satu perusahaan terbesar di dunia. Itu terus ada meskipun salah satu dari pendirinya, Steve Jobs, meninggal dunia. Oke, sekian jawaban UAS yang telah saya jawab. Saya ucapkan terima kasih dan selamat pagi.